Joseph and Mary begin their lives in Bethlehem.
Both Matthew and Luke have a reason for having Jesus born in Bethlehem, even though they know that he and his family came from Nazareth. The reason is that in the Old Testament there's a prophecy that the Savior will come from Bethlehem. Micah chapter 5, verse 2 indicates that that's where the Savior will come from, the city of David, Bethlehem.
David, considered the greatest king in Jewish history, had long been linked to Bethlehem.
And for Jews living in the time of Jesus, he was also believed to be the ancestor of the future Messiah. So it was very important that whoever the Messiah was, he could be linked back to David biologically, and that he had some kind of association with Bethlehem itself. In the Gospels of Matthew and Luke, Jesus is linked via Joseph, his stepfather, to David quite explicitly through the use of genealogies that trace Jesus back at every step all the way back to David.
Matthew and Luke are writing about 80, 85, 90 years after Jesus' birth. They probably don't know what actually happened when Jesus was born. They both believe that the Savior had to come from Bethlehem, and so what they've done is they've shifted the facts of history in order to make their theological point. Jesus really is the Savior. He really was born in Bethlehem, even though he came from Nazareth.
If the census story is problematic, what about the other stories of Jesus' birth? The inn, the manger, and the other pilgrims to the city of David. What does Luke say about the three kings? Nothing at all. The familiar story of the Nativity, passed down through generations, is a blend of both Luke and Matthew. Together they show a Messiah for all of humanity, rich and poor. Historical evidence can't tell us for certain what really happened that night, but the gospel accounts are clues to the world Jesus lived in, a world of shepherds and Arab traders and of people who are yearning for a Messiah to lead them.